Okay, we're going to start by talking about books that we're reading in our own time right now. Who can tell me what they're reading and what you enjoy about what you're reading right now? Annie.
I'm reading Titanic: The Long Night, and it's a good book so far.
What about it is good?
About like how they explain who the survivors are and stuff.
Okay, good. What about you, Anne?
I'm reading Shadow, and it's really good because they describe how he found the dog and what his feelings are for the dog.
Okay, great. Anyone else reading a book? Good. Mandy.
I'm reading fifth grade sucks, and it's about a girl. She doesn't like fifth grade because they just started school and she doesn't have any friends, and so she doesn't like it. And she gets to she has to sit by herself at lunch, and she has no friends. Like everyone's walking on the hallway with their friends, and she has friends.
And so you like it because it's interesting and different. All right, Emily.
I forget the name's called, but it's about these two girls, and one moves away and they're best friends, and they write letters to each other and stuff.
Okay, that's good. Lindsay?
I don't know what it's called.
True Confessions?
Yeah. And the girl, she wants to be she wants to have her own talk show. Her brother is I don't know, he's in love with her or something, and she wants him to get better and not be in a wheelchair.
Okay, sounds good. And David? What I want you to do is open your Project Success book to your story map for Barry. This is what we did yesterday for the first part of the book that we read. I want you to quickly review your notes and see if you can give me any kind of summary over what we read yesterday in Barry. We have the setting as Switzerland, a monastery and mountains. The main characters so far are Werner, Barry, monks, Father Benedict. There's a problem of robbers. And the major events were Werner takes care of dogs, and he knows that some of the visitors are robbers. From reviewing that, can anyone give me a summary of what we read yesterday? Thanks, David.
Warner went into this shed thing and to take their horses and found stolen money in their saddles.
Right, so he went in to take care of the horses, and in some visitor saddles he found some money. Anything else? He found money and a gun. Okay, so he knew they were visitors, and they left us right at the end when they knew that this was happening, but yet, or they knew these people were here, but yet we don't know what's going to happen with these robbers that are here. Good. What I want you to do now, we're going to preview the reading for today. We're going to be reading pages 14 through 25. So I'd like you to open your book to page 14. You don't have numbers on your, well, yes, on 14 there is one. And I'm going to quickly summarize some of the things and show you some of the main words. On page 14, you'll see here the word Father Benedict. It's kind of a tricky word. He's the monk, and he takes the robbers with dignity to the barn of St. Bernard's. What is the word dignity? You see that right there? Dignity. Does anyone know what dignity means? David?
Pride.
With pride? Okay, who has pride there?
Father Benedict.
Father Benedict. Okay, for some reason he's going to walk these robbers to the barn of St. Bernard's with dignity. Okay, the dogs jump on the robber one by one. Barry grabbed the arm of a robber and shook it and growled. And then the robbers took off on bareback. What does bareback mean? Ann? Without a saddle. Very good. Okay, and then months pass after that, and Brother Luigi started to train Barry to be a rescue dog. Werner helps find things by being an expert at sniffing. Now, here's Brother Luigi's name on page 18 at the bottom. You see brother, and then you see Luigi. I'd probably have a hard time sounding that word out. It doesn't quite look the way it sounds. So I wanted you to see that first. And then experts on page 20. The dogs are all experts at sniffing people out, and Barry becomes a big expert at that. He even is better than the rest of the dogs. It's important to find victims right away out in the mountains when they are hit by blizzards. because of the cold and the fact that the people could freeze. And so it's important that Barry learns this skill. Okay, now, what I want you to do is make a prediction. I told you a little bit about what's going to happen, but not everything. I want you to make a prediction. Based on yesterday, we know that there were some robbers, and I told you a little bit about today, that he leads the robbers with dignity and they leave, but that Barry's also learning how to rescue dogs. I want you to quickly, in your mind, make a prediction about what you think is going to happen in the reading today. You can even look over the pictures real quick. Okay, predict what you think is going to happen today. And then you're going to go ahead and silently read 14 through 25. When you finish, I want you to be ready to do a prediction, a question, a summary, and a clarify. All right, you might need to use your notes page on Barry, and you can do that. Okay, so go ahead and start reading pages 14 through 25. Okay, so everyone's finished reading. How did your predictions come out? David?
Well, mine came out like almost clear. I thought that the robbers were gonna like take their money too, but the monks didn't have any money.
Oh, but the monks didn't have any money. What was an important thing? Do you remember what the monks said?
Something about their only treasure was their Saint Bernards.
Yes.
But they said their only treasure was inside that, and then they let him in, and then the dogs attacked them.
Right. He said, "Here is my only treasure." And so then he opened it, and it was dogs, and the dogs attacked him. And so they were a treasure, but not quite in the way that the robbers were hoping, right? So your prediction was that the robbers would get away, but that they would steal their stuff. And so part of your prediction was right, and part of it wasn't. Good, good. Ann, did you have anything to say? Okay. Okay. What I want you to do is have someone be a teacher. Would someone like to be a teacher today? Ann? Okay. And Ann, you're going to ask people to do the 4 steps: summarize, clarify, question, and predict. And I know you're all ready with those strategies. Okay?
I'm going to do is the question. Oh my gosh,
When they, on the page 25 and 24 and 25, when Barry wouldn't move, why wouldn't he move?
Okay, so why wouldn't Barry move on page 24 and 25? You want to call him?
Annie?
Because Barry thought he heard something. Or something screaming. Or something like that. He's the next person in there.
He sniffs a person in the air. He thought he heard something move. So was that what you were thinking, is that he sensed someone was around? Okay, good. Go ahead.
And then he gives the summary.
You want to?
Well, they led the robbers into the shed, and the dogs attacked them, and then they rode off, and then they started training Barry and the other ones that were ready to train. And it's summertime, and then Warner would bury himself in the snow, and they would have all the new ones try to find Barry. And the first one, he was the winner of that one.
Okay. And who was usually the winner?
Barry.
Barry. He was.
Found him first.
Okay, Barry usually found him first. Good. Okay, another strategy?
He likes to clarify. It's on page 25,
Page 25.
and it's the swoosh.
Okay, so the first word on the first line? Okay, how did you figure out that was swoosh?
I seen it before and I sounded it out.
And you sounded it out? Okay, good. Any other, you want to ask for any other clarifies? Any words that you didn't know how to sound out or you didn't know the meaning of?
Page 23. The second paragraph and the line in the first part. Monastery.
Is that monastery? Is that the word? Okay. And what does it mean? Okay, and we talked about that yesterday, but you might not have been here. That's the place where all of the monks live. It's kind of like a house, but they all live there. Did you have trouble sounding it out, or you just didn't know what it meant? Okay, good, good. Annie?
Is a monastery like a church?
Kind of like a church, but it's where the monks live and they do their work there. Okay, well, that's a good question. All right. Do we have one more strategy left?
Can anybody make a prediction? I predict that maybe Barry was right and he heard something, and maybe they'll find out what it is.
Okay, so when he stopped and froze because he sensed something, you think he's right and something interesting is going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Ann, want to call on David?
I think that Barry was right, and he'll try to go the other way and try to tug if Warner won't let him, and he'll still try to go anyway, and he might find somebody in the snow.
Okay, so he might find someone in the snow. Okay.
I think that Barry was right in that when the monks rode away, he might find where they're standing or something.
Okay. Oh, you think he might be finding the monks instead of just someone that's trapped in the snow. Okay, good. All right, now we're going to add to our story map and add the events that happened today. Do we know any other characters that we came in contact with today besides the ones that we met yesterday? Lindsay? Okay, Brother Luigi. Luigi. Okay. Mandy?
The robbers.
The robbers. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I don't think we met anyone else. Were there any other problems?
There's
Because these are mostly the big problems in this story.
that Barry thought he found something and stuff.
Okay. Do you think maybe that would be a major event or a problem?
Major.
Okay. We probably should skip problem because normally you don't know the problem until you're into the story more. But let's go ahead. Barry.
Thought he found something.
He chased the robbers off.
Yes, we need to add that first. Barry thought he smelled something. Oh, shoot. I'm moving this all over the place. Okay. And after here, we'll put Barry chased the robbers away. Okay, good. All right. And then should we put down that Barry has become a good...
Dog training.
Okay. Okay. Barry is training to be a what kind of dog?
Rescue.
There you go. A rescue dog. Okay. All right. So you'll want to update your story maps real quick. And then you're going to, after that, you're going to turn to your prompts, your questions, and you're going to ask this question. Why do you think that Father Benedict called the dogs their wealth? Does anyone want to answer that real quick? Just some opinions?
Because when they said that they're dogs, they love the dogs really much and they're their lives and stuff. And
Okay.
So that's the only treasure that they really have.
Okay, because they love them so much? Good. Annie, why else?
Because they're poor and they don't treasure they have and stuff.
Okay. The dogs are probably worth a lot of money, and if they're poor, having some valuable dogs makes them a treasure also. Good. Mandy?
They don't really care about the money because, they care about helping other people.
Right. The monks don't care about their material possessions, and they don't care about anything they would have like diamonds or gold, so the dogs are very important to them because helping people is important. Very good. All right. You can go ahead and answer your questions, update your story map, and we'll read Barry some more tomorrow. Okay?